Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Alex with Evolve Real Estate Training, and I'm back today with another Facebook training. And today we're going to create a seller campaign. It's a home evaluation, and I'm going to show you how to create a customized home evaluation where we're actually going to target a specific neighborhood that we've pinpointed. It's a neighborhood that I'm looking to target, generate some listings in. I know it's a specific neighborhood that turns over at about 8 or 9% annually. So it's a really aggressive market. There's a good number of homes that sell each and every year. So I'm going to walk you through the process of how to create a customized home valuation. I'm going to take you through everything that we did in order to get this funnel up and running. So let's jump right in. So the first thing we're going to want to do is create a new campaign. And I'm going to do a lead generation campaign. And we're going to call this Greyhawk. That is the specific neighborhood in which I am targeting right now. So for naming conventions, that'll help, just so at a glance, I'll know exactly what we're looking for. And it's a home value offer. And I'm going to run this one from my branded real estate business page. Now for audience, again, we are targeting a specific neighborhood. So you can go in here and you could enter an address within the neighborhood, and then, within your radius, drop it down to 1 mile. If you have actual addresses that you've downloaded in a CSV, you can do that as well. In this example here, I've already created a custom audience of homeowners that are inside of that subdivision. So I'm going to upload my custom audience. And that's the audience that we are going to use, everyone who lives in this location. Again, if you do not have a custom audience, simply go right here, enter an address within the subdivision that you're targeting, put a mile radius or 2 mile radius as long as you encompass all the homes in that subdivision. And from there, we're going to continue to scroll on. Because I've uploaded a custom audience, I don't need to do any of the additional targeting. If you did not upload a custom target audience and you're trying to create one, again, put the address. Down here, you may want to put the age, let's say 28 to 65, because we're targeting homeowners. Gender, all is fine. And in the detailed targeting, this is where you can go to the resource section and download some of the audience targeting that I've already provided to you in the past. Again, things such as the terms real estate, for sale by owner, Zillow, realtor.com, homes.com, interest in selling and buying homes, interest in real estate. And then again, excluding all job titles of real estate agents, real estate brokers, real estate associates, okay? So once you do that, load up your audience, you can continue on to the ad placement. Again, as always, we're going to run this particular ad right in Facebook newsfeed. Going to keep scrolling on. Now, this is a really small, very targeted audience. So I'm going to run it at $5 a day. My audience is probably under 1,000 people. Okay, so everything here stays the same. You do not have to touch anything in these. So again, really basic setup here, okay? We're just targeting a specific neighborhood. We're running it like we do all our ads in the news feed. Because we're very targeted, our audience size isn't very large. We don't need to spend a lot of money. Okay, for the ad name, in this particular ad, I'm gonna put market stats, because the ad copy that I'm going to be using is a lot of data. It's data driven specifically for that neighborhood. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. It's going to be single image. Let's go ahead and load up that image. Now, a couple things to keep in mind here that I want to share with you that are really important when we're running this ad. I actually drove by the subdivision, and this is a picture that I took at the entrance of the subdivision. So you can see as we're scrolling through people's newsfeed, if they live in Greyhawk, this is definitely going to capture their attention. So you're going to want to make sure that the image you're using when you're targeting a subdivision has something that when somebody who lives within that subdivision sees it, they're going to recognize it. It's going to cause them to pause and read your ad. All right, so moving on, the text which appears above the image, what I wrote out is we're going to want to call attention specifically to homeowners that live in Greyhawk. So, hey, Greyhawk homeowners. Okay, so obviously anybody who lives in Greyhawk, this is going to capture their attention along with the image that we've uploaded. Now, I'm going to put this on pause and I'm going to type out some of the text. When I come back, I'll actually read it for you. All right, guys, so we just finished up the ad text here, and I'm going to read it to you, and you can pause this and you can listen to it back a few times. But essentially what we're doing is we're calling out Greyhawk homeowners. So, hey, Greyhawk homeowners, have you been thinking about selling your home this year? That's a qualifying question. We only want to speak to people who are thinking about selling, and also only attracting the people who are curious about their home's value for the purpose of selling. So it's a good qualifying question. Home prices have reached record highs, and the median home value in Greyhawk has gone up 7% over the last year and over 16% in the past 3 years. Now, I went to the MLS and we looked up the median sales price, and we went year over year over year and went back, and then we put those into percentages so that we could actually demonstrate market statistics of growth, so people have a better idea of what their home would actually has gone up or what it could have actually appreciated for. Next, we say, get the current value of your Greyhawk home by clicking the Learn More button below. So if you notice, I'm using the word Greyhawk because that's their subdivision, and I want to be speaking to the right people. In this one sentence here, we're also providing the call to action and telling the person exactly what we want them to do in order to take action, and that's click the Learn More button. Next, we say, a new wave of home buyers have caused a surge in home values. Many sellers are getting multiple offers and selling their homes for over asking price. Again, speaking to the supply and demand of the market, home values are going up. We still get multiple offers. So people who are kind of on that fence, wondering how the market's doing, this is answering that question, letting them know, hey, now is a really amazing time. Next, if you want an accurate idea of what your home would sell for, click below. Again, another call to action. We put the word accurate in there, letting them know exactly what the next steps are. This is not an inaccurate computer-generated value or zestimate. This is a customized home evaluation report that will show you the most recent sales in your area and how they have impacted your home's value. So again, we're letting them know it's not computer-generated, it's not a zestimate, this is not something that you're gonna find online, and we're doing this because most people are seeing these ads. They're used to getting some, very inaccurate data. We've actually had that on our own site. So in this particular ad, we're going to run it to a Facebook lead ad because I want to be able to capture their name, email, phone number, and property address so that I can do a little bit more in customizing a home evaluation report. And it allows us to capture more quality leads. We may not get a huge quantity, but these people are obviously thinking about selling and want to know specifically what their home is worth. So everything we're doing here is definitely purposeful. So let's continue on. The headline, okay, right below the picture, how much is your Greyhawk home worth? Again, so even if they scrolled and we didn't capture them on the text, but we just captured their attention with the image and they went straight to the headline says Greyhawk. Again, speaking to the right person. So how much is your Greyhawk home worth? We're asking a teaser question, a curiosity question. And below that is the news feed link, and it says, thinking about selling your home this year, find out the current value of your home here, okay? Again, letting them know what to do. We took our call to action button and we made it learn more, okay? So that makes sense because that's the language we used inside the ad. We're gonna scroll down, and now we're actually gonna create a new lead form. So the lead form, I'm gonna title this one Greyhawk Home Value. Form type, we can leave optimize for more. We're gonna turn the intro off on this particular ad. We're gonna go straight to the qualifying questions. And we're gonna put in here, find out how much your Greyhawk home is worth. Now, as always, when you're creating these, you want to uncheck these boxes because the order in which you check is also the order in which Facebook is going to lead capture. So we want to do full name, email. I want to do street address, city, state, and zip code. So now you can start to see what this form is looking like. Give me your full name, email. I'm capturing all their information here. And then we're going to throw in phone number at the bottom. And I'm actually going to come back and we're going to capitalize the first letter right here. Have it just pop, look a little bit cleaner. All right, find out how much your Greyhawk home is worth. All right, moving on here. We don't need any custom questions. We're going to go to the privacy policy. Your privacy is important to us. Now here, the link, again, guys, what I always recommend is going through to your website provider and checking their privacy policy. So mine happens to be Real Geeks. Capture that domain name. Okay. Thank you page. Okay, in the thank you page, we're going to say, thanks, you're all set. Your info has been sent to Alex and he will begin working on your home value report immediately. Once it is complete, you will receive an email with the report. Feel free to visit Alex's website and check out homes for sale in the area. The reason we want to do that is most home sellers won't put their home on the market until they started to at least look at inventory of homes for sale. That's why running buyer ads could also be one of the most efficient ways and effective ways to generate listing leads. So the button type we're going to leave is view website, and then down here I'm simply going to put my website. So that's it. So make sure my URL, the button says view website, we're all set. So I'm going to save. I'm going to finish. And now I've got my ad calling out to my custom audience. And I've got my lead ad here, my lead form all completed. We're going to hit confirm and this ad will be off and running. As always, make sure you guys follow the steps in the other training videos where I actually show you how to take the next step, and that is connecting your Facebook ad through Zapier or through your CRM.